I didn't make myself any tea.
Good Lord.
For heaven's sakes. What's this world coming to?
I'll rectify that in the background.
My gosh, good morning, Ann. My gosh, everything's falling apart.
We're leaving.
You get a little COVID and the whole world tips upside down for you. Good morning. Let me start first by saying thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday yesterday. It was a, well, like all of us who've had a birthday in this period, it was a quiet, weird, totally lovely day. Dr. Mary got me a new book. I think I talked about that. Oh, and if this were my first cup, that would be one thing. I believe this is cup number 3.
At least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, first cup for sure. But by 3, it's time to start dialing it down a little. Anyway, and I talked to Quinn and my dad and my mom and my brothers and had lots and lots of fun exchanges with all of you. So thank you for that. It is our final NA holiday drink making episode, which I'm feeling a little bit sad about. I was telling Dr. Mary, this has been fun, and it has been, it's been fun to think about these drinks and to have so many of you share, oh, thank you, share different drinks with us.
Emergency over.
And all of that. So today we are making a drink called a mojito mocktail with cranberry and pomegranate. Mother, I did say brothers. I didn't talk to them on the phone, but I texted back and forth with them. My one brother happens to be in France right now, so that is kind of impressive. And we did talk back and forth, so it was great. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sugar the edges of these glasses because it needs time to dry. So I'm just gonna dip them in water, and then I'm gonna dip them in, I made a combination of gold, red, green, big sugar, like decorating sugar, and then just white sugar so that we could really load them up. Because if you know anything about Dr. Mary, you know that he lives for excess sugar. So we'll see how that goes.
Not a big sugar consumer.
But it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. All right, totally worth it. Now, the sadness for me today is that I still can't taste or smell anything. So this drink's gonna be a little wasted on me, but that's why I'm going in heavy for the sugar, because
I don't think you should use the term wasted when you're talking about a non-alcoholic drink.
That's true. Lost on me. It will be a little bit lost on me. But we're going to put those aside so that they have a chance to dry. But they're very pretty. Ah, beautiful. I've never done that before. I did it with salt once. One time I made margaritas, and the salt was like the size of my hand, and it was so salty it was terrible. So, Dr. Mary, we're going to adapt this a little bit as well, since again I can't taste it, and I think you won't mind it. So it calls just for lime juice, but we're going to do some lemon, 1 little tangerine, and 1 lime. So we need, when you slice the lime, we save half of it. Don't juice it, but juice the orange and the lemon. Okay. I'm going back to Soul Cake because I like that song. All right, so the recipe, the only thing that we did in advance was I made a cranberry sauce, and it's really thick. And actually the reason that we're making this drink is because I had the cranberry sauce from Christmas Day meal. So the drink calls for you to do 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of water, and half a cup of fresh cranberries that you're gonna put on the stove till the cranberries pop and create this basic cranberry relish. And then you want that to cool. So that's why it worked to do it, have it in advance. All right, then you want 12 to 18 sprigs of mint. Dr. Mary got me some organic mint. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
2 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 ounces of pomegranate juice, Canada Dry, and ice as needed. So, as our glasses are drying, we're gonna put in some lime slices. Let's see here. Actually, will you slice that for me, Dr. Mary?
Yes, ma'am.
Please. We don't have a muddler, which is a thing you use to make drinks to get the oils out of leaves and stuff. But I have a mortar and pestle, so we're just going to use that instead. Yeah, just cut them in half, please.
There you go.
No, all the way, because I'm going to put it in the bottom of the glass. Oh, I know. Sorry. Thanks. All right, so...
Trying to be artistic.
I know. Two limes, 2 little pieces of a lime, and some mint leaves. You know, if you've ever had a regular mojito, you know they're super minty. So it just calls for a number of mint leaves. Here's what I learned from Quinn yesterday. The problem that people do with muddling is they over muddle. You just want to crush. Why are you laughing at that?
See if they get into a right muddle.
Oh yeah. You just want to
See what I did
release, yes, so funny. Release the oils from the leaves. You don't want to break the leaves down. You're not in Dr. Mary's lab where you want to get these to that kind of pulpy
very good.
place. I know, thank you. So lime and mint. And you're just gonna kind of mash it around a little bit. And normally you would be able to say, oh, it smells amazing. I truly smell nothing.
Yeah, it does smell amazing, actually.
I'm sure it does. I miss my sense of smell. Boy, as with all health things, you don't appreciate what you have till it's missing. I miss being able to taste and smell. You want to smell this one, make sure it's good?
That's good too.
Okay, great. So then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna combine this lime and lemon and orange. Calls for 2 tablespoons of lime juice. We're just gonna dump. Because guess what? When you're not using alcohol, it doesn't matter. I love that. Okay, and then 2 ounces of pomegranate juice. This is our tried and true pomegranate juice from, I think, our 2nd drink. So we're finally gonna get this used up, which is great. We don't drink a lot of juice at our house. Okay, and then we're gonna add Canada Dry. I'm kind of looking forward to this, even though, again, I won't be able to taste it. It's pretty, and it's really pretty with the glass. This makes me feel like we almost had the right kind of materials. And then some ice.
Steady on go.
I know. So one of those other drinks we made, oh, I think that kind of busted one where we pre-recorded it. I had frozen pomegranate seeds in ice, and we didn't use them all. So we're just gonna put a few of those in. You could add fresh pomegranates to it if you wanted to. Oh, wait, one more thing. Then you add, this is kind of weird to me, but you add a dollop of this cranberry cocktail, which would certainly make it really, really tart, but also chunky. So I'm not totally sure that I think that's a great idea, but you know, we're following a recipe. So then you stir that along. Here you go, Dr. Mary.
Oh, thank you.
Really and truly, I think this is very, very pretty.
It is pretty.
Cheers, Dr. Mary.
Cheers.
This is a good New Year's Eve drink, I think. How's it taste?
It's not too bad at all. It's fizzy. You can't taste a thing, can you? That's nice.
I like it, I think. I think I like it.
It's
I like
actually
the
not too
idea
sweet.
of it.
It's kind of sour. It's nice.
Well, you know, the citrus and the pomegranate juice would do a nice job with that. So, that is our final non-alcoholic holiday drink.
Yeah,
but
I would happily sip that during a course of a normal New Year's Eve evening.
oh, that's fun. And I think you could probably shift it around with different juices and all that other stuff. And Mother says you could muddle the sauce with the limes and the mint. That's probably true. So, our Vertellus question of the day.
Oh, here we go.
This past year, in retrospect, what was your most memorable day?
It's easy.
All right, go ahead, Dr. Mary.
Thanks to your fantastic efforts, it actually was February the 15th of this year.
And why is that?
Because February the 16th is my birthday, but on February the 15th, thanks to some sly manoeuvring from Dana, Kristen Delval over here, I was in Bath in England.
We were in Bath. I was there as well.
I was on my own. It was quite boring. I was there with my fantastic wife, my sister, and my brother-in-law, her husband Chris, and we went to see Midge-Ure, my favourite recording artist, do the first Ultravox album. He was part of Ultravox for live, plus some Visage and some classic Ultravox hits.
Now, sadly, if you're in America, you almost have no idea what Dr. Mary just said. But, long story short,
it was awesome.
For Dr. Mary, leading up to his 49th birthday, so 2020 was his 50th birthday. Leading up to his 49th birthday, he kept saying to me, let's not do anything for my 50th. It doesn't, we won't do anything. Well, forget that. That's not a possibility. So for his 49th birthday, I bought him these tickets, which actually happened the night before he turned 50. So technically, I took him to England and I took him with his sister and brother-in-law to see Midge-Ure, all on his 49th birthday. Kind of, I didn't actually do anything for your 50th birthday. So I sort of followed the rules, but followed them in the most spectacular break ever.
We managed to get we got a cream tea in.
Yeah, oh, in the pump room.
In the pump room in Bath.
Was amazing.
We saw the ballroom where
Jane Austen has
Justice
turns
may
about
have
the room.
Turned a heel in there a couple of times.
No, it was an incredible trip. And of course, we had no way of knowing it would be our last big trip of the year. So I'm so grateful that it happened.
And as an educator, I also took the high school quiz while walking around the Roman baths and
we did quite well with
I'm quite happy
the
about
traveler's quiz, yes. So, it was a learning moment as well. I think, that trip would be my most memorable piece of 2020 as well, because I'd not been to Bath, and because even though I don't love Midge-Ure the way Dr. Mary does, there are moments in life where you get to watch someone truly live out a lifelong dream, and you get to know that you helped create it. That makes it so glorious. That was one of those gifts where giving it might have been at least as much fun, if not more so, than receiving it.
But Midge-Ure himself did say something incredibly funny, which I'll always remember. He said during the concert, he said, no matter what size of a venue we play to, he said the same thing happens. Only 50% of the people there want to be there. The other half are just going along because they like the other person.
I was the other half, yes. But it was a fabulous trip, and I feel lucky that we got to take it, particularly
considering what was happening,
in light of what we came home to just 3 or 4 weeks later. So. I hope you make this drink. I'll post the ingredients, or I'll post the recipe today. But if for no other reason, then it's just incredibly beautiful and easy, and actually is probably some stuff you might just have around the house. So happy 30th. It's the last one of these of the year. So enjoy your day, and be careful if you go out shoveling like we're about to do. And we'll see you tomorrow with our guest, our good friend, Dr. Betsy Birmingham. So, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye.